So it's time for me to track all of the expenses and reconcile my accounts between the 27th of April and the 3rd of May. So my May budget, right? This is my May budget calendar. Started on April 27th. I do a Sunday to Saturday weekly tracking, planning, everything. It just works for me. So this is basically my 1 week check-in. I really do need you guys to keep me accountable, because if I don't share what's going on, then I'm not actually looking at the accounts. I'm not looking at the expense trackers, and then I have no idea what is going on with the money. And so at this point in our May budget, I was very excited to start May because I love doing a reset and starting over. But the first week brought on some challenges that I was not expecting. I mean, that happens, right, with life. However, I'm not really fully confident, but I have to put my trust in the Lord and know that He's going to work all things out together for our good, for my good, for your good, all of us. Now, when we started the month of May, in our operating account, we had $3.55 as a balance. That was low to start, but here we are. I don't want to go through all of this. I just want to highlight these because I'm tracking more than just the operating account in this video. I'm tracking 4 accounts, I think. So we had 2 deposits from Amazon. I think one of them was for an international purchase. I think someone purchased one of my budget workbooks from Canada. So that was nice. So we got $7.16 and then another $3.84. And that's what? 716 plus 384. I made $11, you guys. So thank God for that. We had some inflow come in. I had to take the car for an oil change. And while I was there, I thought that we were going to have to change all 4 tires, because at my last service appointment, the representative told me, well, next time you come, you'll need to change your tires, plus, air filters in the cabin or in the car or whatever. But this time they told me your tires are in excellent condition, so we didn't need to change anything. But I did ask them to change the filters because, of course, we want clean air as possible. We want the filters to be updated. So with the oil change, topping off fluids like windshield wiper fluid, etc., the labor and the parts, I guess it was $193.54, which is why I transferred into the operating account $195, and I just left the extra in there. We did get 1 cent in interest. I had a miscellaneous purchase, and then we started getting income. So what we do is, my husband and I, we changed our account structure. So we still have money coming, a portion of the income coming into one account, and then we transfer it into this one because some of our purpose funds are here. We have to pay credit card. We got to pay, give our tithe, and then we have other savings that we're trying to do. So we transfer a portion into this account to make some money moves with it. And this is automatic, right? And then I gave our tithe, I gave a special offering, I did some savings, and then we had some money we needed to move around into a new account so we could pay some extra bills. And, we ended the week at $63.48. There was nothing really outside of the service to the car. There was really nothing else going on with the operating account. So going into week 2, we have $63.48 in this account. I did track all of this before, but the video quality was not great, so I'm re-recording. So I don't have all of the same receipts. I might try to insert a clip from the previous video just so you can kind of see what we bought and everything. This receipt is from my local grocery store where we bought milk, peppermint, coffee creamer, some toddler pouches for my baby girl, and some organic bananas. At Costco, we bought a mixture of food items and household items. So we got laundry detergent, we got sparkling water, we got regular water, we got black beans, we got coffee, we got batteries, we got macadamia nuts, we got cantaloupe, we got fruit and vegetable pouches for my toddler, we got some chia seeds, we got green beans, we got mushrooms, we got Rice Krispies treats for the bigger boys, we had beef, we had beets, and we bought chicken thighs, and we made a $1 donation. I also spent $10.81 on Friday for pizza night, and so these receipts are already scanned into Fetch and Merrifield and Receipt Hog, so I don't need them anymore, and the transactions have already been applied to my account. And here is my Trader Joe's receipt. We bought some yogurt, we bought shampoo, we bought hand soap, we bought avocados, we bought electrolyte water, alkaline water, and milk and pancake mix. And I bought some lemonade, some pasta, and some kids organic fruit punch. But this is our joint main account where we now are using this mostly for groceries and then paying our car loan or sending money to where the car loan is paid. So we have an automatic transfer every week that goes to the car loan of $120, although our weekly car loan payment is $115. But we try to give extra because, again, doing transfer Tuesdays is a way to put a little bit extra towards the principal. And because the extra $5 that we send each week gets interest added to it, that's how I try to make extra payments every week. I hope what I just said made sense, like it was clear. We started the month with a balance of $71.31 in this joint main account. We had some money we had some things we purchased before even the payday. So like on April 27th, I went to the beauty supply store and I spent $6.50 to get some hair accessories for my baby girl. I'm loving doing her hair. It's so much fun to have a girl, you know? We did buy McDonald's. Now the thing is, when I went to have the oil change and get the car serviced, that was the day 2 of my sons had trips. We were out all day, basically, until school let out. And it was an emergency. I needed to get to the service center right away, and I didn't have time to stop home. So we left the house in the morning, went on the trip with the 2 children, collected them from school when school was over, and then went straight to the service center. So I didn't have time to go home, and so that's why we spent $35 eating out. Our life insurance did hit. It comes out automatically from this account, and this is for April's bill. For some reason, they just always take out the payment later. So even though this fell within my May budget period, it affects April's budget and not May's budget, and we already accounted for this money, right? So of course this is a negative, right? But we had an income come in deposit just in time. So the bank rearranged the transactions, and instead of putting this first, they put the income first. But you know me, I like to track accurately. I pulled out $130 in cash. The car loan transfer went through, and then we bought some groceries. Now we bought $18.20 worth of groceries. I think this was just some bananas. I bought some Plum Organic toddler pouches for my baby girl, and then I bought something else. I think I bought coffee creamer and milk. Then we had another deposit come in. $500 was transferred to the operating account. And then we had some small household purchases from CVS. I bought liquid soap and bar soap. And then we bought some food at Costco. We got pizza for $10.81. We have pizza night every Friday. And then $259.62 came out for what we purchased at Costco, except $2.16 of that was for food, and $43.58 was for household. So we bought batteries and we bought laundry detergent, and that left our balance at $61.94 at the end of week 1. So the beginning of week 2, we had $61.94. So $61.94 plus $63.48 in this account, and that's how much we are basically starting the week with. But there is some pending transactions. I'm filming this on Monday. You're going to see this on Wednesday. I'm just tracking up until the end of last week, so we know how we're starting for this week. I already set up a budget for this week, but it's nice to see what we have, even though this number might change because, again, we've been spending a little bit here and there. This is my bills account expense tracker, and we paid Geico twice already for the month of May, and we have $75.84. I still have a pending transfer into this account, and I'm not going to fill it in until it actually becomes available. That keeps me, on pace. I don't want to spend money that I don't actually have, because I've already paid our electricity bill, and I paid that early because we had money in here already. We just have to pay Spectrum. And I'm going back to the beginning of my budget. PSEG was paid. That was $50.65. Spectrum is not due until the middle of next week, I think. Yeah, after Mother's Day. So this is middle of next week, $85.45. So we'll pay that, of course, when we get to it. Life insurance policies are going to come from our joint account. Geico is actually $565, not $877, because I had already paid money before we got into May. Metro PCS is $48.93. Oh, we got a gas bill. We have not had a gas bill in like 2 years, and our gas bill is $168. So we have to add that back into the budget, and I'm figuring it out by the grace of God. So that's where we are. We have 123. I can't show you all of what's here, like just some of it, but this number right here where my pen is, 123.42, is what's currently in the account that where our auto loan is drafted from every week. So we will have an additional Transfer Tuesday principal only payment. I'm excited about it because we already are ahead of this week's payment because the money has been there since last week. So that's, I just like looking at the positive. I don't think everything we talk about should be, sad and doom and gloom. I know we spent where we shouldn't have. You may not see it because I'm not talking about all of it in this video, but we've been spending where we probably shouldn't. Some of it is me. And we've been buying more food because we had to stock up on meat in the previous week, which is why our Costco bill was as high as it was. But it's okay. Oh, and we went to Trader Joe's. I forgot to mention that. Right here for $83.97, we went to Trader Joe's. I'll have to insert that clip too of the receipt because I don't have it. I ripped it up and I threw it away once I scanned it and tracked it. That was it. But the snacks and the fruits, it's more expensive now. But, well, at Trader Joe's, it's really not, because the same yogurts, the same tortilla chips and popcorn that my children like, it's not that expensive at Trader Joe's. At least it hasn't gone up in price, and I pray to God that it stays that way. But like when we go into Costco now, the prices are changing. For peanut butter is different, oatmeal is different. It's more expensive. So we're at 125.42. If we add the 75.84, looks like we're at 201.26. And then if we add the 123.42 that we have, I think we're at 324.68 unless something changed. Because again, I'm filming this video a second time because the first video quality was garbage. Oh, we did have more. No, we didn't. We had 154.31. How did I get 154.31 as a starting balance for week 2? Let me check that out because I don't quite remember. We had 61.94. If we just add this account and 63.48, we're at 125.42. So how did I get 154.31? $28.89. Where is $28.89? Where is that? I don't even know, you guys. I don't know. I don't know how I got 154.31 as a balance for week 2. I'll have to go back and watch that other video. But it looks like we have less than that. We have, I'm sorry, I'm going back and forth. 61.94 plus 63.48. That's 125.42. I don't know how I got 154.31. I don't know. We had $0 spent for gas, $364.57 for food, and $59.45 for household expenses. So we spent $424.02 for these 3 categories in the week. Now, I'm not including like transfers to savings or our giving and whatnot. That, that can change and fluctuate depending on how much income we have. So I had a pending, or I still have a pending charge that my husband made. This is one day I had to do something. I had a doctor's appointment, so my husband was with the kids and he bought the boys Happy Meals. The baby, of course, has her little like fruit pouches and vegetable pouches on the road. So he bought McDonald's for $13.70. It's not here yet because it's still pending. So we'll wait for that. And that's how we ended the week. I did not get to print out the the weekly check-in that I used before. Let's see if I can show you in case you're new here. I've been using this weekly check-in sheet from the Financial Freedom Diary. Her Etsy shop is actually called So Sweet Plans, but I didn't get to print it and size it, so I just used the sticky note to track gas, food, and household expenses and the total. For the second week of the month, I did share this in my budget with me, but just in case you missed it, if you want to see it, that would be nice. But we budgeted $200 for food in week 2. So that will take us from the 9th all the way through the next payday, which is the 16th. So we're going to try to stick to that because we already have a freezer stock full of meat, and we just need to focus on like fresh fruit and vegetables and snacks for the kids. I think we should be okay. We do need to buy eggs, but eggs is like $10 or so at Costco, so I don't think it would break the budget. So I'm hoping we can come under budget for food this week. And that's it, you guys. I wanted to check in and see where we are. We're starting the week with 125, and that's it for this video. I appreciate you for being here for as long as you were. I hope you found some value in this video, and I hope you found some motivation to track your expenses, check on where your money is going, and make a plan for the new week if you get paid weekly, or even just check in weekly, because I think a weekly check-in is helpful. Whether you get paid once a month or twice a month, it's helpful. So thank you for being here again. Mind your money, you guys. Manage it well and live your lives abundantly, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye for now.